Hey now, good morning, and welcome to the Junior Roller Derby Association Championships for 2019. I'm Bobby Narco. I'm joined by Soccer Blue.
Hey there, how's everybody doing? Thanks for watching and tuning in today. We got a great game for you.
Yeah, going to be a matchup for 7th and 8th place in the Open Division. The number 7 seed is Capital City Derby. They're taking on the number 9 seed Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Capital City out of Lexington, South Carolina, and Cherry Bomb out of Spokane, Washington. Got the rosters for you right here. I'm going to take you through Capital City. Capital City has number 00 Turtle, number 02 C Diddy, number 13 is Tiny, number 16 is Slam Diesel, number 2 is Slam Cakes, number 22 has no name, actually is no name, 3 Scarlett Davidson, 32 Huckleberry, 449 Blitzy, number 777 Kickin' Kenzie, and the captain, number 9 I Gnarly. Coaches for Capital City are Chucktown Bruiser. Chucktown's going to be wearing the A, joined by Jackie DeNova and Jamie Schaffler.
All right, and on the Cherry Bomb Brawler side, we have 007 Mad Max, 04 Evelyn, 12 Mad Hatter, 13 Shifty, 16 Tycho the Psycho, 17 Demolisa, 18 Global Storming, 1974 Jaws of Death, 22 Skatey Katie, 222 Cutthroat, 244 Captain Tribal Terror, 456 M Ruthless, 6 Queen Bee, 717 Eminem, and 989 Vicious Vanna.
And coaches for Cherry Bomb Brawlers, Jester is going to be wearing the A. We also have Kraken Skulls. And coaching the bases, we have Joneson and Freaking Wolf. All right, so we got through them. We'll take you through the referees and officials later, but it looks like we're about to get underway.
Up at the line, looks like we've got 777 Kickin' Kenzie and 007 Mad Max.
Ooh, great poker hand on the line. 4 7s and 2 zeros.
Ah, nice catch.
And if you're just tuning in, Capital City is going to be wearing gray, and Cherry Bomb is in that flaming orange. First lead jam goes to number 777 for Capital City. That's Kickin' Kenzie. Cherry Bomb Brawlers are the number 9 seed, ranked 12th by the Junior Roller Derby Association in the Open Division. Star has been passed. New jammer for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers, now completing the initial pass. I'll get the number as soon as I see it. 244.
Tribal Terror, their captain.
Oh, I got a power jam. It's going to be a 2-minute jam as a track cut.
Big hit there by Tribal Terror.
So first jam going to go the full 2 minutes.
Now you see the Cherry Bomb holding the member of Capital City back. Good knockout there by number 16, Slam Diesel.
Whoa.
Ooh, and I couldn't quite tell if the feet were in.
Good hit by C. Diddy.
Yeah, passing for another 4 points there. Kickin' Kenzie is back on the track. Easy round on the outside.
Outside line closed off by number 13, Shifty.
Tribal Terror, fancy footsteps on the outside to keep going. It's going to be quite the high-scoring game jam for right at the start.
Indeed. Has been kind of epidemic this weekend. Oh, back block at the very end sends the Cherry Bomb jammer back to the penalty box. So the next jam is going to be a power start. Sends the Capital City jammer to the penalty box. So it'll be a power start for Cherry Bomb. Let's get those tallies. 9 put on the board by Capital City. And 20 for Cherry Bomb. 5 completed scoring passes. First lead change happening in jam number 1, as is usually the case. If you're just tuning in, you are watching the Junior Roller Derby Association Championships on Twitch TV on the WFTDA.TV channel.
We saw a lot of great derby this weekend. What's your thoughts overall on the championships?
You know, my thoughts are I love this tournament. This is only my second time going to Junior Champs, but just the level of athleticism that you see out here from even from just 2 feet off the ground, the rostrum that we're on. You forget that these aren't the adults. You forget that this is junior derby. It really only comes home when you see the EMTs come out on the track, and then you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, and I can say for sure some of these teams could easily take on and beat some adult teams that I've seen. So the level that they play at, it's extremely high. And to make it to this level, congratulations to every single team.
Well, and some of these skaters out there are actually currently skating for or planning on skating for adult teams. I know Global Storming's going to be skating for the Vancouver Murder, and Skatey Katie and M. Ruthless are both going to be going for Palouse River. So they've already got their grown-up leagues lined up, and some of them are actually already involved. So that was an official timeout after jam number 1, with 27:55 showing on the clock. And now we are ready to play jam number 2. Oh, also iNarly on the regulators. iNarly playing for the regulators. Okay, power start number 717. So again, lots of sevens on the jammer line. 717 against 777. That is Eminem.
iNarly doing a good job of recycling the jammer there. And Eminem is through as taking lead.
So after 2 jams, leads are even at 1 apiece. 2 minutes going to number 13, or 2 penalties, a full minute for Shifty. Didn't see either call. Got to assume the second was insubordination. 4-point pass for number 717. An initial pass completed for Kicking Kenzie. Eminem now another scoring pass. Multiplayer block coming in. Who's leaving on the multiplayer? That is number 789. 989? Vicious Vanna. Checking in with the bench is Eminem. And then being told to call it now. Clock management this early in the game.
Yeah, watching it close.
Dozen points unanswered on the board makes the score 32-9 heading into jam number 3. What about yourself? What are your impressions of this tournament?
I think it's been fantastic. Like you said, the level of play has just impressed me completely. And this is my first year here, but I've definitely seen tournaments before. And I think people also don't realize how taxing playing game after game is for some of these players, and sometimes you can't.
And they're playing on multiple teams. They're not. They're in one division on one team and another team on another division. Our jammers are Turtle and Jaws of Death. Turtle picking up lead, so through 3 jams, teams alternating lead.
Yeah, you're right about that. There are a lot of players who play on the open division, and then will also just jump right after one game to the next to play in the female, or vice versa.
Second start pass to number 244. That is the Captain Tribal Terror, and the jam is called. 4 points picked up by Capital City, brings them up to 13, and holding Cherry Bomb scoreless for the first time this game makes the score 32-13 in favor of Cherry Bomb.
All right, at the line we've got Blitzy, 449, and 007, Mad Max. Both teams starting with full-strength walls here, nobody in the box.
And they're up there at that pivot line. Little throwback Sunday, right? I remember when Derby used to start at the pivot line.
Ooh, a little defense there by
by the jammer Blitzy.
Mad Max.
Oh, Mad Max, sorry. Mad Max hitting Blitzy out. Trying to get the eat the baby, but Blitzy's not biting.
So let's see if Cap City runs forward or no. Okay.
Here's your momentum. Tried to draw the track cut with a stutter step. Nice job by the pivot closing off the inside line.
Blitzy trying to take the outside this time.
And then Diddy closed off the inside line again.
Oh, a big jump and takeout.
Lead has been awarded to Blitzy.
And a cap pass to, can't quite see the number there.
18? Do we have an 18? Yeah, Global Storming.
Global Storming, there it is.
So it seems like every time Cherry Bomb doesn't have the lead, they are not ashamed or afraid to pass the star. That pays off there. They get 4 points out of the transaction. Multiplayer block coming in. Who's leaving on the multiplayer? That is number 222 on the orange team, Cutthroat.
And I could see the wind up there by Global Storming. It can't quite make it.
Illegal contact is the call on Gnarly.
Cap City doing a good job here of holding Global Storming. Oh, the track cut by Global Storming. So we will have a power jam for Cap City. I believe that is Scarlett Davidson jamming for Capital City. Picks up, I believe, 3 points.
For a total of 15, more than doubling their score. Capital City up now to 28.
Yeah, they needed that.
It's going to be a power start, yes? No, the jammer, yes, power start. Number 18 starting from the penalty box with the spangled helmet cover. 4 points were picked up by Cherry Bomb, puts them at 36. It is only an 8-point game heading into the next set of whistles. 777's back out on the line. This is the third jam for number 777 kicking Kenzie as jammer. Started jam number 1 on the line, started jam number 2 in the penalty box, and back on the line for jam number 5.
Being recycled there by Tribal Terror.
You see the Tribal Terror has that pivot stripe, so you might be expecting a star pass. And lead jam once again to Capital City. That's 3 in a row for the 4 of the last 5, or 4 of the 5 jams. No star pass. Initial completed.
And Global Storming getting low on the outside to get through. Ooh, now are there going to be any points on that?
Both teams, Orange putting up 0, keeps them at 36. And Capital City picks up 1, bringing them to 29.
You know, I think another observation, there have been a lot of close games.
Timeout by Cherry Bomb. Their first. Second stoppage of play, clock at 21:49. Capital City coming with a diminished roster. They only brought, I think, 11 to the tournament, and they've got a couple crossouts already. So they are skating shorthanded. Had an interesting finish yesterday when they were playing Tampa. They just ran out of skaters. They had to call the game early because Capital City couldn't field a squad.
Yeah, that's always tough when you have to give the game up because you can't play.
But a lot of fight, a lot of heart. They're back out here again, so I'm glad to have them. Thank you for joining us here live on Twitch. If you're curious about what makes a back block or a track cut or some of the other penalties and rules, visit WFTDA.com/new for a downloadable roller derby cheat sheet. All right, team timeout is over. Turtle is still back out there on the line going up against number 717, Eminem. Second appearance on the line for Eminem. Eminem is the only jammer for Cherry Bomb to have got lead so far.
Eminem looking to control where Turtle goes, and Turtle still makes it through as lead.
Yep, Turtle's 2 for 2 in lead jammer statuses.
Well, Eminem's quick behind. Ooh, and breaks through for 4.
Direction of play at the very end. Who's going to report on that direction of play? I see an orange skater with a gloomy expression. So, nope, I am wrong. It is number 22, Skatey Katie. No, it's number 22, No Name to the penalty box. Each team with a 22. Gray 22, No Name to the penalty box on the direction of play. So they will be pivotless. Gray jammer wears number 449. Who is that, Sacre Blue?
Blitzy.
Blitzy.
And then we've got number 12, Mad Hatter.
First appearance on the line for Mad Hatter.
Getting recycled there by Tiny.
Big. Yes, say it.
Big hit.
We were both about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Big hit by Slam Diesel.
That wall unrelenting.
Yeah, C. Diddy just making a brick wall there.
Mighty, mighty.
All right, but Mad Hatter breaks through.
Orange team losing their pivot. I didn't see the call.
Couldn't quite hear it either. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, being summoned back onto the no, getting an extra minute
Ooh.
or getting extra 30 seconds, a full minute. It's been several years since it's no longer a minute in the penalty box.
Okay, and Matt Hatter calls it off before Blitzy can score.
So score now. Let's get those tallies. 2 points for Cherry Bomb brings them up to 40. And no points for Capital City keeps them at 33. 1974 in the orange jersey. That is Jaws of Death. Second appearance on the Jammer line for Jaws of Death. And how many sevens are on that jersey? Is it
Like
3
we
sevens?
got those 7, so Kickin' Kenzie again.
Kickin' Kenzie. Actually, if you see a 7, you know it's Kickin' Kenzie because that's the only jersey on Capital City that has a 7 in it.
Good point. So for those of you at home watching, we are not able to see if you're asking any questions, so we're not ignoring you. Just, but feel free to interact with each other, and thanks for watching.
We'll see if we can't get our Twitch set up somehow, maybe for the second half. This is an official timeout right now, our third stoppage of play. Clock frozen at 19 minutes and 31 seconds, but we are back to go.
Okay. Both jammers stuck in the pack, but yeah, those defense by Cap City and Cherry Bomb pretty strong, and then Kickin' Kenzie almost makes it before.
Kenzie does get lead.
I believe that was number 18, Global Storming again. Quite the hard hitter.
Direction of play penalty is the orange skater. Didn't see the call on the gray skater. Now 3 skaters reporting to the penalty box. Oh, 1 reporting to the bench.
Both teams.
Interessante.
Oh, I believe they might have been in the medic bay.
Oh, okay. Destruction of play called on gray number 3. That is Scarlett Davidson. Nice. Close off that outside line. Big hit by number 6. Got to be 16, I guess. Slam Diesel. Yep.
All right, Slam Diesel's.
Second scoring pass now for Jaws of Death.
And Apex jump attempted, but didn't quite stick that.
Yeah, needed a little more velocity to complete that.
And looks like Kickin' Kenzie is possibly running out a little bit of steam up against that Cherry Bomb
Yeah,
defense.
with a short bench, it is going to be tough for Capital City to stay in the game physically. Down they all go.
Okay.
Jenga on the backstretch.
Jaws of Death back up.
So each team putting points on the board. There was a star pass at the very end. To whom?
You know, I don't
Star
think I
pass
caught
gray. So whoever the gray pivot was, I'm going to put a question mark in my scorebook.
that. Okay, we've got Turtle up against M&M. Both teams at full strength. Turtle around on the outside and lead. Followed quickly by M&M. Some offense taking place by Capital City to open up a wall. Ooh, but not able to call it in time, so M&M picks up 3 points. So 3-3 on that jam.
Makes the score 39-55.
All right, we have 4-5-6 M Ruthless,
First appearance on the jammer line for Ruthless.
and then 16 by Slam Diesel.
First appearance on the jammer line for Slam Diesel. A couple of relief jammers coming in now here in jam number 10. Multiplayer block sends a Capital City blocker to the penalty box. It's number 9, I Gnarly, the captain.
All right, M. Ruthless is the lead jammer.
Only the third lead for the Cherry Bomb
Open.
Brawlers.
Slam Diesel is through.
Back block on the orange jammer. This will go the full 2 minutes. Lead is lost with the assessment of the back block. Another back block coming in. Who's leaving on that? That is number 32 on the gray team, Huckleberry.
Global Storming jumping the line to catch Slam Diesel.
You gotta love a defensive apex jump.
Yeah, you don't see those too often. I notice with these the open division teams, there's definitely a lot more air than what I see on the female
It's like
teams.
the polar route when you're taking a transatlantic flight.
Yeah.
Forearm penalty on the gray jammer, so swapping jammer penalties.
All right, so M. Ruthless back out.
Slam Diesel will get to serve a discounted penalty, and in fact, already standing in the box.
Yeah, so for those not familiar at home, when both jammers go into the box, the second one in will only have to stay in as long as the first one.
And Ruthless through for 4. Forearm penalty. Oh, and it's on the jammer again.
That'll
2
give
forearm
Cherry-
penalties for Diesel this jam. High block penalty coming in. Who's
Yeah.
leaving on the high block? That's another gray skater.
And that's one of those reasons for those visors that M. Ruthless is wearing. Without that, it would have been right in the face.
All right, big tallies. Let's see what those points are. 8 on the board for Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Brings them up to 63. And 4 on the board for Capital City brings them up to 43, a 20-point lead, heading into jam number 11.
All right, and Capital City will be down a jammer as well as one blocker.
And we have team timeout by the team in gray, team timeout by Capital City. So our 1, 2, 3, 4th stoppage of play this game. Clock frozen at 13 minutes and 49 seconds left in regulation of the first period. While we have this timeout, Capital City wanted to give a shout out to CJR, wanted to give a shout out to Dell. So CJR and Dell, if you're listening, Capital City sends their love. Cherry Bomb Brawlers have a longer list of shout outs. They want to send some love to Fist, Joey, and Whiskey. They want to send some love also to Stacy and Lacey. And they want to give some love to their friends, the Callie May skaters who might be listening to the broadcast.
Nice.
Yeah. So aging out skaters, we got Mad Max. We have Global Storming going to Western Washington and skating for the Vancouver Murder. Skatey Katie finishing her associate's degree at Spokane, going to be skating with Palouse River. Number 244 Tribal Terror also finishing his associates at Spokane, going to be coaching for the Brawlers next year. And M. Ruthless is at Whitworth University, going to be skating for Palouse River and coaching for the Brawlers next year as well. Those are the Brawler skaters that are aging out.
That's a fair amount of aging out there.
Yes.
So hopefully Spokane has got a junior league to help fill those spaces.
So it's a power start right now with Slam Diesel starting in the penalty box on that second forearm. And out on the track right now is Eminem picking up lead.
Big hit back there, though, by Kick and Kenzie. Oh, nice juking work there by Eminem to get through.
Direction play on the pivot. 244 Tribal Terror, the captain. Good call on the forearm. Happened right in front of us. Tricky Ricky saw it too. So number 13 on the orange team, Shifty, going to be heading to the penalty box. Kept the jammer from going through. Used a forearm. He's going to go to the penalty box for it. But still kept the jammer from getting through.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fine is worth the gain. 71 points on the board for Cherry Bombs, playing 43 for Capital City.
We got a lot of zeros out there on the line, as it looks like 0-0 Turtle and 0-0-7.
It's going 7. Penalty box has 2 orange skaters, so a distinct pack advantage for Capital City.
And Turtle took advantage of that and is lead jammer.
Capital City, although they are the short end of the scoreboard, have had way more lead jams than Cherry Bomb has. But Capital City jammers have gone to the penalty box twice as often as Cherry Bomb jammers, and that is the difference in the score.
Yep. Okay, we have a little bit of jockeying for position here on both teams.
Boy, that braced wall is hard to combat.
C. Diddy playing some offense there, trying to get Turtle through.
How is Turtle managing to stay in bounds? That's just incredible.
That
that rope line, hit after hit after hit.
Yeah,
and
no
not
kidding.
getting a toe stop on the wrong side of that yellow line.
Impressive.
A top 40 station, the hits just keep on coming.
Hopping around on the outside there past Cherry Bomb.
That's like a video game maneuver. That's something you need like to press the A twice and then the up jack them.
Oh, a cat pass attempt, but it dropped.
Oh, directional
big
play.
That's
Got to be a directional play.
That's a big, and we
need the EMTs.
Yeah.
He's having a seat right now. There might be further ramifications. Got the EMTs out on the track. Jam is stopped. Capital City put on 16 points. That is their highest jam of the game. Second highest for either team. 20 points put up, of course, in the first jam. But score now 59-71. A dozen points separating these teams.
And the referees conferring in the middle.
Y'all haven't figured it out, that's an expulsion.
We thought it might be. And yeah, C. Diddy's going to be leaving the game as a result of that hit. Going to go sit with the designated parent. You're one of the coaches. Tell us more about this designated parent situation.
So you'll need to have. So I'm not actually a coach.
Okay.
I am a parent of 3 skaters.
Okay.
But yes, what they'll do each game is have a designated parent, so that if a skater is removed from the game, that individual then finds that parent, and that parent will then take a look after them for the rest of the game.
That is a big loss for Capital City. They already had the short bench.
Yeah, so it's just take a note of that. So big loss for them. But
Bench diminishes even further. Let's see if we can count the
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down to 10.
Yeah, so that'll
So
be
5, you can do complete line changes. You 5 on, and then you 5 on, and then you 5 on, and you 5 on, and hope nobody ever goes to the penalty box.
Yep, and you just have to take deep breaths in between those jams and refuel.
So I'll tell you a bit about the Capital City skaters that are aging out. C. Diddy, who you just saw, turned down full scholarships from Harvard and Stanford to continue at Coastal Carolina.
Wow.
And Scarlett Davidson going to be going to Trident Tech, and I Gnarly plans to skate for the Regulators. So those are the skaters from Capital City.
Regulators.
Yeah, that are going to be aging out. One of the beauties of Junior Derby is that you're not retiring. You're going on to bigger and better things. It's sad to see them go. But on the other hand, future is still bright for junior roller derby skaters who are aging out.
Yeah, I think for juniors as well as for adults, there are leagues popping up every year all over the country.
Oh, yes. In fact, that is a great throw to a read that I can't find.
Uh-oh.
If you want to, there are 463 leagues in the Women's Flat Track Derby
Wow.
Association, spanning 6 different continents. We'd like to thank the Women's Flat Track Derby Association for helping us with this tournament. They're bringing us the broadcast. They're one of our major sponsors. You can find out everything you need to know about roller derby and how it's played at WFTDA.com. They got the WFTDA postseason coming up. There's going to be 3 Continental Cups. The Continental Cup for North America West is going to take place in Orem, Utah, hosted by the Happy Valley Derby Darlings August 9th through 11th. I'll be there. And then August 23rd to 25th, the North America East Continental Cup is going to be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, hosted by the Dutchland Derby Rollers. Then jumping into October, the European Continental Cup, October 5th and 6th in Helsinki, Finland, hosted by the Kallio Rolling Rainbow. What can you tell us, Sacre Blue, about the playoffs?
You know, I'm actually not familiar.
Well, they're going to be September 6th through 8th, the International WFTDA playoffs in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And then the very next weekend, September 13th to 15th, the playoffs going to take place in Seattle, Washington. And the championship's going to take place the third weekend of November, November 15th through 17th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, so truly international play there.
Yeah, and first time the WFTDA championship will take place outside of the United States of America.
So speaking of locations, so we're in beautiful Loveland, Colorado. I think elevation of around 5,500 or so.
All right, I'll believe you there.
Yeah, so I think definitely for some skaters, I know prepping to come here,
Yeah.
doing a variety of different techniques to try to prep themselves for the altitude change.
I remember for the 2011 championships, Continental Divide and Thunder, Gotham came out a week early to do high altitude training. They went up even higher. They were up in the mountains up at around 7,000 feet, so that when they came down to 5,000 feet, it would feel more comfortable.
244 has been assessed a misconduct and is off the 3 gems to cool down.
All right, misconduct penalty has been assessed to number 244, Tribal Terror. He's going to have to sit for 3 jams because he is heated. And so we're going to let Tribal Terror cool down.
Yep, these are intense games. Things can get heated, and so it's a good rule just to allow them some time to reset a bit.
This is the matchup for, what is this, 7th, 8th? Are we
Yes.
skating for 7th, 8th in the open division?
And this appears to be the first time both teams have come to the JRDA championship, so congratulations on making that leap into the top 10.
Yeah, great job.
It looks like Cherry Bomb Brawlers started back a little over a year ago, 10th, kind of went up and down to 13th, then made it to 7th, and then finishing to come into this tournament in the 9th seed. So they will advance regardless of how this game goes by at least 1 to 2 positions.
And it's the first time these two teams have played each other. These teams have never met before.
Yeah, it looks like so Spokane, Washington, and then Capital City from Lexington, South Carolina. So there's quite a geographic distance. So it'd be difficult for them to come together.
Lexington is not the capital of South Carolina. Columbia is the capital of South Carolina, but they started out in Columbia before they moved to Lexington.
I was wondering about that.
But a strong connection to both cities and the whole of the Palmetto State rooting for Capital City right now, I can guarantee you.
I bet.
All right, the jam timer blows the whistle to summon everybody back to the track. Can you see who those jammers are, Sacre
We've got
Blue?
449 Blitzy, and that is 456 M Ruthless. Each team will start with their pivot in the box.
Ruthless is 1 for 1 on the jammer line. Blitzy is 1 for 3.
And
now
moves
2 for
through.
4.
Yep. Shifty playing some good offense there to help her jammer through.
Both pivots in the box, so 4 on 4, no pivots on the track.
Oh, Blitzy is through on another pass. And Ruthless getting hung up there in the Cap City defense.
Nice way to get low, get underneath 0-4. Evelyn. Blitzy gets down low, gets the points, and calls off the jam. And look at this. It is a 4-point game on the back of 24 unanswered points. It is now 67-71.
Yeah, Cap City rallying here.
Fun fact, 67 and 71 are both prime numbers.
Yeah, we have a lot of triple-digit numbers here, especially on the jam line. So we've got Kick and Kenzie up against 717 Eminem. Eminem attempts to go on the inside, but is recycled by Ian Arley.
Lead Gem Gray way up at the top of the pack. Pack strung out from home stretch to back stretch. Track cut coming in. Now they're coalescing in turn number 1. Who's got the track cut? It is the Jammer. It is the Cherry Bomb Jammer. This is just the medicine the Capital City needs.
Yeah, will we see a lead change? More good offense there by Scarlett Davidson.
Got a back block coming in. Also a skater from Capital City reporting to the penalty box. The back block is the Capital City skater. Didn't see the Cherry Bomb Brawlers skater. Didn't see the penalty on the Cherry Bomb Brawlers skater, I should say.
Kick and Kenzie pushing hard on Global Storming. And is passed as Global Storming was out of play.
Had to stop blocking or get the penalty. Orange team now back at full strength. Gray team now back at full strength.
Cutthroat returns to the pack. Oh, and we do. We have a lead change. Let's see what that totals out to.
Did Cherry Bomb get any points? No. So, yes. Second lead change of the game. First since jam number 1, where most lead changes take place.
I tell you, as we get to the end of the tournament, these teams' matchups, they are so evenly matched. Literally, I think the last game between the Rose City Rollers, Rosebuds versus
the Pile of Bones
Pile of
misdemeanors.
Bones, it just went back and forth.
There were 10
back
lead
and
changes
forth.
in that game.
Yeah.
No. There were 10 lead changes in the second half of that game.
Yeah.
There were 13 lead changes total in the game.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And then yesterday, several of the open division games literally finishing by 1 point, I think. Mob City lost to Philly.
Yes.
Just so tight.
With a call-off that they forgot that the team had points on. They looked at the scoreboard. They saw we're ahead, and there's no time left on the clock. But the Jammer was on a scoring pass. This has turned into an official review. Whose official review? Let's look at the Jam Timer. Jam Timer will point at the team requesting the official review at some point. Long languorous gesture over to the Cherry Bomb bench. So an official review requested by the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Clock stopped again. We are at 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first period of regulation. So the way it works is the alt ref goes over and tells the house announcers what the nature and results of the official review are, and then we eavesdrop and we communicate to you on the broadcast.
But these teams' crowds are definitely pumped up, so eavesdropping is going to be difficult.
I'll pop my headsets off. You take the call.
All right, up at the line, we've got 0-0 Turtle up against 18 Global Storming. And Turtle is lead jammer.
Okay, I have the official review. Cherry Bomb Brawlers were looking to have the track cut rescinded, but on further review, the play stance is called. Official review will not be retained. Do we have a lead? We do. Turtle got lead.
Big pass through there for 4.
Hits
but Global Storming still picks up 3.
79-74, 5-point game, heading into jam number 16 of the first period. Gray Jammer wearing number 449. That is Blitzy. And the Orange Jammer wearing 456.
And Ruthless. Both teams with nobody in the penalty box.
That is 5 lead jams in a row for Capital City. So ever since C. Diddy got expelled and Tribal Terror was told to take a seat, it has really gone well for Capital City. Star pass down to number 16. That's Tycho the Psycho.
Oh, but Blitzy is heading to the penalty box, so there will be a power jam for Cherry Bomb.
And a 2-minute jam, our third 2-minute jam of the game. Nice blocking there. Whoever that skater in retrograde is, number 16, Gray, slam Diesel, forcing the jammer out, making Ruthless re-engage from the back of the backstretch.
So will Capital City be able to keep Cherry Bomb from taking advantage of this power jam?
Direction of play penalty coming in. That's number 222 on the orange team. Cut through.
And Blitzy is back on the track. And Blitzy just busts through the Cherry Bomb wall.
Oh, big hit by 04 Evelyn.
Yeah, that's that one. I think Blitzy has to feel that one.
Oh!
Another.
Returning favor for favor, and it's the jammer getting a direction of play penalty.
I think that particular player there was a star cap, so I think maybe instinctively went into defense mode.
Yep. And as official timeout, EMT is going to come out and take a look at that skater that's down. It was 4-4-9 against 4-5-6.
Thank you.
So getting those tallies, 4 points for each team. Did we do that already? Well, we'll do it again. Makes the score 83-75.
Still anybody's game.
And that adjusts, that reflects a score adjustment from a previous jam. There were no points on that prior jam for Cherry Bomb.
So Blitzy is up on their own, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, crowd responding, showing love.
And she's smiling. That's always
The
good to see.
EMTs have got more work here than at many of the tournaments I've been to.
It's been, there's definitely been some hard collisions and hard falls this tournament.
Only jammer on the track right now, kicking Kenzie, starting from the penalty box, number 16, Tycho the Psycho, on that spectacular direction of play penalty. And now we have an official review. This has turned into an official review. Whose official review is it? I can tell you right now, it can only be Capital City's because Cherry Bomb Brawlers lost theirs.
Called by Capital City, so we're now waiting the outcome of that.
5 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation of the first half.
We definitely appreciate all the medics who have been spending their weekend with us here. Very appreciative.
We have the luxury of speculating when we're on the broadcast, and I'm going to speculate that they are asking for that to be upgraded to an expulsion just so that they can kind of even the ranks out a little bit. Diddy already got expelled for a similar wrong direction, really hard hit that brought the EMTs onto the track.
They looked very similar for the prior. So.
Diddy's was more spectacular, but they were both. All right, I'm going to pop the headsets off and listen in. You take the call, Sacre Blue.
All right.
So exactly as I speculated, Capital City was looking to upgrade the penalties to an expulsion, but on further review, the contact is spectacular but not expulsion worthy. So the no expulsion is granted. The official review is lost.
Yeah, I think in a case like that, the jammer who went down probably just was not expecting the other jammer to play that type of defense.
And the score somehow got adjusted again, so it's now 5 points on that last for Capital City in jam number 16, bringing them to 84. So it's a 9-point game, 84 playing 75. And now we're in an official timeout situation. We have gone from an official timeout to an official review, back to an official timeout. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation.
All right, and let's talk about Capital City here. So this, again, their first year here. Looks like they're record doesn't go back too far, but they started the season at 13th, making their way down to 7. So congratulations on that progression.
Yeah, they entered the tournament at 6-3. They lost to Philly, beat Raleigh, and lost to Tampa. So right now they're at 7-5. So regardless of the outcome of this game, they're going to have a winning record on the year, and they're going to finish in the top 8 of the Junior Roller Derby Association.
Yeah, they got to feel good about that.
Forearm penalty. Somebody's got to go. It's an orange blocker.
Yep, that is number 11, I believe. No, can't quite see it.
Maybe 17. Was it
Maybe.
Demelissa? Blitzy heading back to the bench. That's always confusing when the skater leaves from the EMTs. They skate right in front of our table. I always think they're reporting to the penalty box. Way out of play. Gets away with that block.
Yeah, some fancy backward skating by Kicking Kenzie.
And now illegal position, sending an orange blocker to the penalty box. And a track cut back to the penalty box, out of the box, and back in. Number 16, Tycho the Psycho. This is 6 leads in a row for Capital City.
Yeah, they are extending that lead now.
One more Grand Slam 4-point pass will tie the high score for the team. And there it is. Orange losing another blocker on a track cut.
All
And
right.
then a 4-point pass here will tie the highest score of the game for either team.
Tycho the Psycho pushing hard to try to get that first pass in. Oh, but is taken out and recycled by
Number 12.
Slam
Orange.
Diesel and
Matt Hatter picked up a track cut, did force the jammer to the infield. Star pass now. Orange jammer 007. Mad Max. And the jam is called. Were those 4 points picked up? They were. That is a 20-point jam representing nearly 20% of the score for Capital City and breaking the century mark. They are at 104. Ties the highest jam of the game set by 007 Mad Max in jam number 1.
some fist bumps up there at the line. Nice to see. We got Turtle and Tribal Terror. And Tribal Terror playing some defense as they wait for their blockers to return, but oh, and that is a track cut by Turtle.
So lead jam goes to Cherry Bomb.
So
Their first lead since jam number 11.
So we will see now if Cherry Bomb can get those points to bring it back up. So there's 4.
Another track cut coming in. This is on 16 on the great team Slam Diesel.
Oh, and Tribal Terror slides right through.
Direction of play penalty. Who's leaving? That's the skater at the very back of the pack for Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Wow! Wow!
Oh, low, all the way around.
Trifecta!
Wow.
Getting under 3 bridges. I feel like a gondolier in Venice.
Open. Turtle fast back and through. Another low on the outside again.
Wow, this is some great jammer athleticism.
Fun to watch. Hope you all could see that well at home, but that was playing limbo there.
Yeah, if we could do instant replays, that would be one for the highlight reels. 16 points on the board for Cherry Bomb, just what they needed. Brings them up to 91, and more importantly, they hold Capital City scoreless, so it is now 104 to 91, a 13-point game. And official timeout. Going to stop the clock with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in regulation of the first period. Lot of stoppages of play here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of breaks for each team, but I guess, yeah, for Cap City, especially with so few players, that's probably good for them.
And they're mostly official timeouts. So each team has only taken one team timeout.
The Cherry Bomb Brawler fan club out there doing a chant. Answered back by the fans of Capital City.
I guess it's not surprising that this is the first time these two teams have played each other. One coming all the way from the the Atlantic South, and one coming from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, that's definitely a stretch. So you'll see that a lot of times with the teams mostly playing regional, every now and then possibly going
Sure,
to
go to a big tournament like Big O or
Yeah.
East Coast Derby Extravaganza, some of the other major tournaments with junior action in them. Lead jam to Gray.
And that is Blitzy. So
Blitzy.
but Blitzy is being called on
Not
a
lead jam,
track cut.
track cut. Lead is open.
And there is a cat pass, I believe, to Global Storming. Little what ways? Yep, that is Global Storming.
So, yeah, no lead jam. This will go the full 2.
And I notice they're sort of stopped there. Will they jump? No.
Our first jam without a lead.
And Storming is through on, picks up 4. Blitzy, though, is standing in the penalty box.
Going to be our 4th 2-minute jam of the game. And this will take us into halftime. Illegal contact. Gray 13, Tiny on the illegal contact. Multiplayer block. Gray 22. That is No Name.
All right, so each team, so Capital City down to 2.
And Cherry Bomb Brawler is going to get a blocker back, so they're back at full strength.
Okay. So no pass, no penalty there on Storming. Oh, big hit to Blitzy by Mad Max.
Oh, my
Big
goodness!
jump by Storming. But
Landing backwards.
no,
Runs into
there-
his own skater, so no penalty for contacting your own skater.
You do definitely have to be careful, though, if you do collide with one of the others.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to hurt anybody.
You don't want to hurt anybody, and you'll get a quick penalty there.
Look at this lead change.
Wow. These games towards the end of the tournament, I tell you, blood pressure up on everybody likely.
Blitzy's got points on. Oh, let's take a look. It's going to be super close.
Oh.
Get those final tallies. 20 points on the board for Cherry Bomb. That matches the highest of the game, brings them up to 111. 3 points on the board for Capital City, brings them up to 107. It is a 4-point game heading into halftime.
What a way to end it.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Only 4 points separating these two teams and a lead change, our third of the half.
Hope you're enjoying it at home as much as we are. This is a fun one.
Yeah, come on back in about 12 minutes. We'll have some statistical analysis and the second half of the Capital City Derby and the Cherry Bomb Brawlers here at the 2019 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships.
Stay tuned.
Are we back? I think we're back. That's our picture showing on the screen. We got some statistical analysis. This is the second half of Capital City Cherry Bomb coming up. I'm Bobby Narco. I'm joined by Sacre Blue. Sacre Blue, you got some penalty information for us, I believe.
Yeah, so both teams a little even on the penalties. We've got 25 for Capital City and 23 for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers.
Anybody in any particular trouble?
Yeah, so on the Cap City side, Slam Diesel is at 5, so close to the 7, in which you would be removed from the game, and then No Names at 4, and then the rest all have about 1 or 2, so not too bad on the rest.
How about over on Cherry Bomb Brawlers?
Yeah, so the only one close is Tribal Terror at 4. The rest, about 1s, 2s, 3s, so they play it safe. Maybe we'll see everybody continue to play.
There you go. I have lead jam percentages. Turtle is 5 for 6 on the jammer line, good for 31 points. Slam Diesel is 0 for 2 on the jammer line, but does have 4 points to his credit. Blitzy is 3 for 5 on the jammer line with 31 points, and Kickin' Kenzie is 5 for 6 with 41 points. These are unofficial numbers. These are based off of my score sheet. It has not been checked against the official score sheet, but they're pretty darn close. Cherry Bomb Brawlers 007 is 0 for 3 on the jammer line, but has 24 points. Mad Hatter 1 for 1 on the jammer line with a couple of points. Tycho the Psycho 0 for the 1 has not scored. Global Storming 0 for 2 has not scored. Jaws of Death 0 for 2 but with a dozen points. Tribal Terror 1 for 1 with 16 points. M Ruthless 1 for 3 on the jammer line with a dozen points, and Eminem 2 for 6 on the jammer line with a whopping 42 points, leading all scorers.
Yeah, so Eminem there trying to take on Kickin' Kenzie for the highest score of the game.
42 playing 41. In terms of lead jams, Capital City got lead 13 times. Cherry Bomb Brawlers got lead 5 times. There was one jam without any lead. That was jam number 19. Every jam, at least one team scored. There were 4 2-minute jams. Those were jams number 1, 10, 16, and 19. And let's see, star passes. Capital City passed the star one time back at jam number 8 at the very end. Cherry Bomb Brawlers have passed the star 6 times, often at the beginning, 3 times in the first 4 jams, and 3 times in the last 4 jams. So 6 star passes. In terms of jammers to the penalty box, Capital City jammers have made 7 penalty box trips, and Cherry Bomb jammers have made 5 penalty box trips. Highest score is 20 points, and it has been achieved 3 times. Once by Capital City in jam number 17 by number 777 Kickin' Kenzie, accounting for half of the 41 points there. And jam number 1 was a 20-point jam by number 007 Mad Max, and then the last jam, so the Alpha and Omega, 20-point jams for Cherry Bomb, matched 20 points again on number 717 Eminem in jam number 19 of the first period.
Yeah, definitely a heated game. Couple lead changes, as you mentioned. And
yeah,
then
3 lead changes so far. Occurring lead change in jam number 1, that's always the case. Lead change again in jam number 14, and then the lead was reclaimed on the very last jam, jam number 19.
So let's see if we see another couple maybe, or if a team pulls away.
Yeah, 3-point game. Excellent, excellent ranking. We talked a little bit about the Capital City record, said that they were 7-5, did some mathing, and the Cherry Bomb Brawlers are 5-7. They entered with a 4-5 record, and then they beat Raleigh, but lost to Diamond and Des Moines. So they are now 5-7, and then whatever the outcome of this will be added to that tally.
All right, we've got Kickin' Kenzie up against Eminem. Both teams have all blockers on the track.
So both teams putting their high scorer out on the line.
And Eminem makes it, although Slam Diesel was in hot pursuit.
Yeah, lead jam to Eminem.
It is. Okay, so Kickin' Kenzie getting some offensive help there by Tiny, number 13. And it works.
Yeah, there's the initial pass completed with a star stash.
So for folks at home who aren't familiar, sometimes the jammer who is not lead will remove the star pass cap, even if they have no intention of passing, as what it will do to the other team is force them to pay attention to the pivot as well as the current jammer, and sometimes that can give you a bit of an advantage by causing some confusion.
Yeah, you kind of go into stealth mode. You target the star, and when there's no star to target, you have to remember who it was that the jammer was. Sometimes you'll even see a jammer who has lead remove the star. When they do that, they lose lead, but there might be strategic reason to do it anyway. You're flagged, you need the points, you want to pass it to your pivot. Any number of reasons why you might, but much less seldom seen. Back block called on the orange jammer, and lead jam to Capital City. Who are those jammers?
So we've got Turtle as lead jammer there currently, and then that is, it's hard to see.
Jaws of Death.
Jaws
right
of
there on the
Death.
scoreboard.
Yep. Oh, Turtle running away from
Turtle is
4, 5, 6.
fast. Turtle is a deceptive name.
Yeah, I wonder where that came from.
Yeah, this turtle is more like the hare.
Maybe it is to trick up the other team.
There you go.
All right.
Kind of like calling Greenland, Greenland, and Iceland, Iceland.
Ha, there you go. All right, so Jaws of Death is back on the track.
Oh!
Big hit there by...
Yeah, but he slammed his own face into the other blocker. That block was not delivered to him. He led with his head. And if you lead with your head, you're going to get a blow to the chin.
You definitely got to be careful with that.
He's lucky he didn't get a blocking with the head penalty.
Yeah, so if you ever see a jammer going around with their head down, that could be a penalty for charging.
Hey, what do we have here?
We've got Kickin' Kenzie up with Tribal Terror.
We have a lead change.
Oh, we do.
All right, Tribal Terror and Kickin' Kenzie. Let's do it.
Tribal Terror going to the penalty box for track cut, along with number 22, No Name. Didn't catch what that was for. So will Kickin' Kenzie be able to extend this lead?
Yeah, pack advantage and a power jam.
Oh, but taken out there by Vicious Vanna.
Hard not to root a little bit for the team that is short-staffed. It's a natural inclination, at least on my part, to root for the team that's at a disadvantage.
You know, they definitely have to power more through.
They're certainly not playing like they're at a disadvantage.
I can't tell. All right, some Blitzy providing some offense there. And
22 hitting 22. That's always fun to see.
Tribal Terror back there pushing and through. Ooh, some trips happening there.
Direction of play penalty sends the gray pivot to the penalty box. 4-4 something. 4-4-9 Blitzy.
Kicking Kenzie yelling call off. And
Total of 10.
Okay, and they are going to say that they did call it in time to prevent Cherry Bomb from scoring on that pass.
So 16-point lead, 129 playing 113.
Oh, and Tribal Terror sent to the box. I missed what for.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
That'll give Capital City a power start, and that is by Scarley Davidson.
First appearance on the jammer line for Scarley. Let's get the bust out the yellow highlighter.
And Scarley Davidson is through as lead.
3 leads in a row for Capital City.
Capital City doing a good job spreading out the Cherry Bomb defense. And that'll be 4 for Scarley Davidson. Tribal Terror is back on the track.
Whistle coming in. Illegal position is the call. Orange blocker reporting, and the jam is called. So it's going to be a 2-skater pack advantage for Capital City to start the next set of whistles. What are the tallies on the points? Ooh, look at that. Aces and trays, 133 playing 113.
All right, so Capital City doing a good job of extending that lead.
Oh, no, there goes the trays. 8 points.
Oh, okay.
Makes it 137.
And we have a timeout called by the Brawlers.
Their second. And clock stops with 24:57 left to play in regulation. Soccer Blue and I were enjoying right before the second half started that dance party that they were showing as part of the ad for the Women's Flat Track Derby Association Championships. Tickets for the 2019 International Women's Flat Track Derby Association Playoffs and Championships are on sale. And there are discount codes specially created for junior roller derby participants. Get the codes and get your tickets at WFTDA.com/tickets.
It'll be a fun event. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, that venue up in Montreal only has 3,000 seats in it, and I have a ticket already. So that means there's 2,999 seats available, and probably even fewer. Tickets went on sale back in June, right after the end of La Classique Georgia W. Tush. They put the tickets on sale, and I bet they are going quickly.
Yeah, better move on that fast. All right, so team's still chatting there in the middle.
Montreal, a beautiful city. I've never been there in November, but it should be spectacular. Early winter, late fall up there.
Very European city for the Western Hemisphere.
Lots of old stone buildings. You can definitely tell the French and English colonial influences.
Yeah, so make it a fun vacation. Check out the games. Check out the city.
And support roller derby. All right, pack advantage. There are 3 orange skaters. There is only 1 orange blocker on the track right now. Army of 1. Jammers number 18. That is Global Storming. And going up against Kick and Kenzie.
Oh, but you've got Global Storming playing some defense there, hoping to prevent some points. That was actually pretty smart there by Capital City, keeping players in the box.
Yeah, our first truly scoreless of the game. Keeps the score at 137 to 113.
So both jammers going to choose to stay out there.
There you go. Let's try this again.
Yeah, let's do a redo. So now,
so here in jam number 6, Kick and Kenzie's going to going jamming for the 4th time. 2/3 of the jams this period have had Kick and Kenzie wearing the gray spangled helmet cover.
This time, Kick and Kenzie's going to have to go against 2 Cherry Bomb defensive members.
And they both stand at the same time. They're both going to get released at the same time. When I'm the penalty box timer, I say orange blockers stand in that situation rather than trying to get both of their numbers out there.
Wow, that was impressive play there by Storming, able to take lead
Yeah, the same result as last jam.
and calls it just before Kick and Kenzie gets around and takes 3 points, and Capital City will not take any on that particular jam.
It's a 21-point game, 137 playing 116.
So, yeah, we've seen a couple 20-pointers, right?
We've seen 3 20-point jams, one by Capital City and 2 by Cherry Bomb, and they've all been by different skaters.
Yeah, so if Capital City need to play it safe here, because if they give one up, that could allow Cherry Bomb to catch up.
The second stoppage of play this period is an official timeout. Clock stops with 23:14 showing on the clock. I'm wondering if because of the foul trouble, we might have had a foul out. Who's in the box right now? Ending in 0-4. Evelyn. Evelyn wasn't in any particular foul trouble.
Not at halftime. All right, the refs for this game, we've got Doof Warrior, KT Massacre, Headless Horseman, Papa Payne, Zookeeper, Soprano Stingher, Zombie Dearest, Kim Probable, Loud Llama, Doesn't Matter, El Falco, Devastator, Elemental, Lucinda Knickers, Red Miles, Tricky Ricky, and Margie Ram.
Yeah, I did. So the reason for the official timeout, the block 0-4, the back block was upgraded to an expulsion. And so serving the penalty now is going to be number 17, Demelissa, and removed from the game and going to sit with the designated parent is 0-4, Evelyn.
So that'll be one player from each team.
Removed from the game.
Yeah. And so it took me a while to figure out exactly how the points after a game are distributed between the teams. But if you do have, you are docked for each player that is removed from the game. So
you're speaking a language I don't understand. Are you talking about rankings points?
Ranking points,
okay.
Yes. Not the points you see here on the screen, but yeah, ranking points that actually count towards overall rankings. So it's something that
foul outs do matter.
They do matter.
And expulsions as well.
Both, yeah. If you have
do they count the same?
Yes. So if each player, you will lose a certain number of ranking points on this game. Don't ask me how to calculate it. It's way more complicated than I ever knew.
The JRDA website has their rankings calculator on it, so you can go to the Junior Roller Derby Association website and take a look at their rankings calculator.
Yeah, let that do it for you.
Cherry Bomb Brawlers have lost their pivot to the penalty box. They are down 2. Capital City is at full strength and has lead.
All right, so Eminem is caught there in the pack playing some defense now.
Track cut coming in. Who's leaving?
Yes,
That is an orange blocker. Number 17, Demelissa, who was serving the penalty for Evelyn, who was removed from the game.
So Eminem choosing to run Blitzy back. Blitzy choosing to just hold tight.
Blitzy could call it.
Yeah.
Stringing those pearls out. We are from the home stretch to the back stretch. Capital City with the lead. No real incentive to stop the jam.
They don't mind
take those seconds off.
Running the clock out. Yeah.
Although it does spring a blocker from the penalty box.
Okay, now watch. Blitzy will take off as soon as Eminem passes.
Nice job by number 22 on the orange team closing off that inside line. That's Skatey Katie. Skatey Katie twice forcing the jammer to the infield. Was that a call-off or was that 2 minutes? I think that was a
call-off, yeah, even though there was...
Close to 2 minutes, but jam was called off.
Rather interesting jam there. So Capital City picking up 10.
Brings them to 147 and 116 for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Kick and Kenzie back out on the line. How many times has Kick and Kenzie been on the line this half? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 out of 8 Jams. Kicking Kenzie has worn the star for Capital City. Again, they got the short bench, and they've lost some of their jammers anyway.
Yeah, it kind of limits what they're able to do, so we'll see how long Kicking Kenzie can keep that energy up and takes lead.
Jaws of Death is the jammer for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Back block call. That's 1974. That's the jammer.
And that'll
So
be
the
a power jam.
Power jam. I wish I had one of those DJ voices.
A bit of a hop there to get through.
I like the lighting here. I'm just now noticing these strung party lights from the ceiling.
I know it adds to a nice mood for the room.
Really a lovely venue. Illegal Position sends a gray blocker. That's number 16, Slam Diesel, to the penalty box for illegal position. What used to be called out of play.
All right, so Jaws of Death back on the track, holding the jammer cap. And through on the initial pass, I believe.
I'm hearing a whistle. I don't see who's leaving. Now an orange blocker for direction of play. Is that a 6? Orange number 6, limping to the penalty box. That's Queen Bee on the direction of play. Maybe it's a skate issue is the limp, or maybe a little bit of a dead leg. Not sure. Maybe that's just the way that number 6 Queen Bee skates.
Yeah, I see so many different styles of skating.
Sure. Vlad Guerrero, a baseball player, had a very interesting gait, but he was a fast ball player. Just he looked slow because one leg was longer than the other, so he looked like he had a limp going around the bases. He did have a limp going around the bases, but it didn't stop him. Meanwhile, out on the track, take us back, Sacra Blue.
Ooh, we got a race happening between Turtle and Storming, and Turtle pulls forward and calls it before Storming can get any points.
Are we scoreless again?
I believe, yes, we are.
Only the second scoreless of the game. Keeps the score 158 to 116.
And Storming stays out. Wants to take another shot at it. So the Brawlers still have one blocker in the box.
Second time Storming has done that.
Just stayed out there.
Yeah, in jams 5 and 6, and now again in jams 9 and 10.
And both were tight races like that, too.
Second time this half, I should say. I'm not even looking at the first half. Yes, it didn't happen in the first half.
All right. Nope. And Blitzy is lead. Took a bit there for each jammer to get out.
4 leads in a row for Capital City. Nice.
Ooh, I couldn't. Yeah, that was a tight one.
No name. Caught Global Storming kind of checking the pack, not checking his 6, and he got forced to the infield.
All right, Slam Diesel forcing Stormy to stay back. Does so again. And again.
That's a battle for who can get lower. Great camera work. I'd love to thank the production company. Twitch TV has been doing some fantastic job. Everybody who's running the cameras and the audio and the sound and all the ads, much love to our production crew. They are doing an outstanding job.
They are.
This is a WFTDA.TV production brought to you by Twitch TV. This is the Junior Roller Derby Association 2019 Championships Open Division Battle for 7th and 8th. Capital City out of South Carolina and the Cherry Bomb Brawlers out of Washington State. Who are the jammers?
We've got Cutthroat out there against Kicking Kenzie, and it looks like Cutthroat is pushing at the front.
First
Kicking Kenzie
appearance
at
on the
back.
jammer line for Cutthroat. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's. Yeah, I say that the Brawlers definitely have a
lot more yellow. I've been highlighting every time a jammer's new. Put their uniform number in yellow.
Cutthroat is through as lead.
Perfect 1-for-1 on the jammer line.
Oh, Kicking Kenzie is down.
But like a Weeble.
Back up. I bet you they practice those burpees at home.
Nice. Oh!
And Wheels was interlocked there.
7-17 started to go to the penalty box, anticipating that they would get called either for a low block or a leg block. Got an official timeout. We got a skater down right in front of us. That's number 13 on the orange team's Shifty. What's the score? 162 playing 116. Scores haven't been added, though.
Again, we'd like to thank our medics for spending the weekend with us and taking care of our skaters. As a parent, I can tell you it's very stressful, and we are so happy they're here.
Yep. Not sure if the points from the last jam got tallied. I did see a ref holding up 2.
They started to, yeah. Okay. Number 13, Shifty, is up, skating without assistance, so that's good. Gonna go get checked out over in the medic bay, but looked like a smile on the face on the way over.
All right, so we are going to say it's 162 to 116. Our third scoreless of the half and of the game. There were no scoreless jams in the first half.
All right, we've got Turtle and Tribal Terror as the jammers. And Turtle breaking around the outside. Oh, and Tribal Terror going to the box.
Did you see the call?
I did not. I think it might have been a forearm, though.
Yeah, and then a multiplayer block on the gray blocker that just reported.
And Turtle is through for 4.
Look at all the aces and 6s on the board right now.
Mad Hatter pushing, almost catching Turtle. Turtle breaking through, quite forceful.
Team's back at full strength. Everybody stopping at that jammer line.
So Turtle's going to have the run of the rest of this, as it appears that Tribal Terror is not going to be able to come back in.
That's Huckleberry to the penalty box on a direction of play.
Oh.
Out of play, penalty assessed on number 12. Too far out in front is Mad Hatter.
You can only chase so far before you get dinged for that.
I like it when they say it's a failure to reform. It always makes it sound like, it's a preacher or something.
So formal, yeah.
You didn't reform. You needed to reform your evil ways. Nice
Turtle sneaking
sprint.
and
Good
caught there
job
by
closing off the line.
M. Ruthless.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 on the orange team. Let's take a look at those tallies. 24 points. That is the highest jam of the game, and accounts for, it was 27. I'm not even going to try and do the fraction. Like a fifth, maybe? Fifth of their score?
That was a big one for Capital City. So they are taken away here.
Cherry Bombs did pick up 2, so it's 189 to 118. Aces over 8s with a 9 kicker. That is a dead man's hand. And the clock is stopped once again. It's an official timeout.
Okay, so.
Don't see anybody down. Maybe we're just making sure all the points and penalties are tabulated properly.
Thinking I hear a little music out there. Say one thing I noticed about the venue, it's been a little on the quiet side in terms of.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I
easier
know a lot
for
of,
us, yeah.
and also for the coaches to communicate with their teams. It's not something that you're going to see at a championship tournament. Probably for the MRDA or for the WFTDA, the venues will be louder. But I don't mind the quiet. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, you need to pump the crowd. You need to have them make a noise. It's Sunday morning.
It is Sunday morning. And I have seen a couple of the teams bring their own little portable speakers and kind of pumping themselves up as they get ready for the games.
Right. Regina Pile of Bones always sings "Oh Canada" before they start their
do,
game.
Yes.
I went in and joined them.
So who do we have on this track after this game? Is that
On that yellow pad right there.
All right, let's take a look.
Up next, track 2, it's going to be Seattle versus Duval for 3rd and 4th.
That'll be an excellent game. Both teams very evenly matched.
3rd and 4th of the female division of the Junior Roller Derby Association. Bronze medal match.
Again, two teams coming together from opposite sides of the country.
Ooh, triple twos playing triple sevens. Kicking Kenzie and Cutthroat. Cutthroat's perfect 1-for-1 on the jammer line. Let's see if that continues.
And is trying to cut through the pack.
I see what you did there.
And
Cutthroat, cut throw.
Cut throw. Oh, but Kicking Kenzie does. Yep.
Yeah, Kicking Kenzie's the lead.
Storming tried to slow him
Star
down.
pass, new jammer for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers is number 989.
But no, it appears it was not a legal pass.
Here, you can have this back. I don't want it
you
anymore.
see that? Passed back. So,
How about that?
but we've got Storming to the box, and who picked up that cap? Did you see?
Yeah, 989. A new jammer's Vicious Vanna.
Vicious Vanna. And staying in bounds there. Oh, a little hop there by Kicking Kenzie, and and Vicious Vanna does take a track cut there, so we'll give up another power jam to Capital City. Kicking Kenzie might have been a little.
Oh, I see. The scoreboard that we have is not the same feed as the scoreboard on the screen. So the scoreboard at the venue had Vicious Vanna listed as the jammer, but scoreboard on your TV did not.
Oh, right. Yep.
All right, stoppage of play. Do we have? Is this? Yeah, it's a official timeout. I wonder why everybody was standing around. Oh, it was so that we could get the points tallied. 8 points brings Capital City up to 197, and 2 points for Cherry Bomb brings them up to a 120. So a 35-4 run since we had a scoreless jam 2 jams ago. 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in regulation. Junior Roller Derby Association going to have another World Cup next year. In 2018, their World Cup was back-to-back with the championships. That's not going to be the case in 2020. They are going to be in different locations, and I think they're going to announce the location of the World Cup and the championship at the conclusion of this tournament. That's going to be part of the medal ceremony. They're going to announce where those are going to be taking place.
Heard a little rumors about where, but I won't speculate now. But yes, we'll be eagerly awaiting to find out where those will be.
Stay tuned. We have a power start. I'm not sure why. 989 is in the penalty box, though,
Yeah, there's a track cut on the last jam.
Thank you.
And Blitzy is through.
So 3 in a row, and 7 of the last 8 leads for Capital City reflected in the score.
But a track cut being called on Blitzy.
So this will go 2. Our first 2-minute jam of the half, our 5th 2-minute jam of the game.
And Vicious Vanna is now out of the box.
That was a track cut, right? You said on Blitzy?
Yes. Oh, and Vicious Vanna, fancy feet work to make it through there, putting the star cap back on so that on this pass they score.
And that's Ruthless with the pivot stripe for the Cherry Bomb Brawler, so might be expecting a star pass because Ruthless is one of their go-to jammers as well.
That's right. Oh, and Vicious Vanna is through for 3. Some good offense there on Cap City, making it an easy hole for Blitzy to skate on through.
Drags that foot, but keeps it in bounds. That's a 4-point pass.
So,
Up over the 2-century mark now. Capital City on this set of whistles. So 12 points on the board brings Capital City up to 209. And 8 points for Cherry Bomb Brawlers brings them up to 128. Let's not stop the clock. Let's just keep going, shall we? Timeout.
there it is.
Gray. So stoppage of play after each of the last 4 jams. This is Capital City's second team timeout. And the clock stops with 9 minutes and a half left in regulation.
Yeah, it looks like, just doing a quick count, Capital City has 8 players. So really able to hold on to this lead with so few. It's got to be tiresome and very impressive.
Yeah, those official timeouts, those 3 this is a team timeout, but the 3 prior timeouts were official timeouts, and that really augurs to the benefit of the team with the shorter roster.
Yeah, for sure. Give them time to refuel and power up.
Well, if you are just watching roller derby for the first time this weekend, this is a great example of how wonderful the sport can be. If you want to learn more about how it is played, find out everything you need to know at WFTDA.com. Penalty box is empty. We will have 80 wheels clattering on this polished concrete floor. A really unforgiving surface. I would hate to be the one taking the spills on this. It's even hard on your feet just skating on it.
It is
Sport
hard.
court has a little natural give to it. Some of the other surfaces, natural wood, will have a little more surface. Oh, track cut called on 1974.
Open Turtle is through as lead, but storming almost with the hit there at the end.
Try to chase him down.
Yeah, but like you're saying, this track, I know a lot of skaters trying out a lot of different wheels before they get it right.
Do you want to be grippy? Do you want to be slippy? I think you'd want grip on this surface, but
Yeah,
I'm not a skater.
Yeah, I think many are choosing to go on the softer side just to give them a little bit more traction.
Fortunately, at major tournaments like this one, there are some awesome skatewear companies here to sell gear to the skaters. Well, here to sell gear to anyone that wants to buy it. Star Pass has gone to Global Storming. What's that number for? That's 18.
And Turtle calls it off before Storming is able to get around for points.
Almost got to 218 to 128, but not quite. It's 215. 6 points picked up there makes it 215 to
Oh,
128.
216 up another.
Huh? Getting closer.
Looks like Vicious Vanna will be back out against Blitzy.
Clock ticking down, 7 minutes and change left to play in regulation. Only the second start for Vicious Vanna, and the only other time Vanna started was from the penalty box, so this is Vanna's first time with the star-spangled helmet cover and starting from the jammer line.
A lot of one-on-one action happening on both sides here.
Yeah, both jammers recycled, one to the outside, one to the inside.
Here we go again with Storming and Blitzy. And Vicious Vanna pushing but caught into that Cap City wall. And pushes, but still getting caught there. I think both jammers are getting a little fatigued.
Which reminds me a little bit that one-on-one blocking there that was going on at the back of the pack when you'd be with your sibling in the back seat. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. They were clearly touching. I'm not using my hands. I'm not using my hands. I'm not using my hands. Lead has been finally assessed to the team in orange over a minute before lead got awarded. Oh, and now lead is lost on a track cut, so this will go the full 2. Our second 2-minute jam of the half and our sixth 2-minute jam of the game.
And the cap was passed there to Kick Kenzie.
Ooh, 5 against 2. 2 orange blockers.
Yep, so Storming going out of bounds on that hit, so Kick Kenzie can keep going.
Keep on rolling. Star was passed to Kenzie? Is that what's going on?
Yes. Yep.
Yes. First star pass for Capital City. First of the half, second of the game.
Nope, and jam ends just as Vicious Vanna comes back onto the track.
You got legal position right there at the very end on No Name. No Name had 4 penalties at halftime, so this is at least 5. Only skater in the penalty box is No Name, so Orange team back at full strength after having been down for a while. And 717 is Eminem.
And Capital City is
I Gnarly,
jamming
number
I
9.
Gnarly for the first time.
First time.
Oh, and Eminem hops through and takes lead.
It's 2 leads in a row for Cherry Bombs.
Oh, forearm called on I Gnarly, and so this will be a power jam for Eminem. A big hop, but not able to land that. But they will continue. Oh, and a track cut there. So
Back-to-back
This will be
2-minute jams. 3 jams in a row that the Cherry Bomb Brawlers jammer has gone to the penalty box on a track cut, and 4 of the last 5.
Ooh,
Jenga.
Oh, that looked like it. Yeah.
Slow to get up,
Gonna,
but continuing on. Multiplayer at the top of the pack.
There's some heart there.
Boy, Global Storming is just punishing the Capital City team out there.
I think a lot of people don't know not only the physical strength required for this, but also that mental strength.
Illegal position, pack strung out from home stretch to home stretch to back stretch. Straightaway to straightaway, as they like to say across the pond.
We do have a skater down, so there will be some time here. And the medics are being called in.
Clock stop with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in regulation. Don't see who it is that's down over there.
That was, I believe,
it's the jammer.
Gnarly. Yeah. Yeah, so just the physical, mental strength required by these skaters, especially the tournament when you're playing so many games. Yeah.
So Capital City was held scoreless on that jam for the first time since jam number 11 when both teams were scoreless. And 3 points picked up by Cherry Bomb brings them up to 131. A 91 point game.
And I Gnarly is standing up.
Starting to stand up.
Yeah, he's being careful there.
And braced on the toe stops, helmet back on the head. And that is Coach Chuck. That's the coach for them? Yeah, Chucktown Bruiser escorting I Gnarly over to the EMT station.
Yeah, it's been both teams playing very strong. And I believe now it appears they're down to
EMTs spread out all over the place. There's also an EMT behind the Capital City bench.
So that keeps
Keeps us from skating. We have to have at least one. You have to have 2 medical technicians to start the game, and then if somebody's tending to one, if you can do with one, you can continue skating.
Yeah, they do need to have a set of eyes on the track for play. Now, if the skaters are not able to return, that will leave Cap City with 6, which I'm not actually sure what that might mean.
Well, yeah, they forfeited yesterday, but I don't think they're going to forfeit this. I think they'll skate with 4 if the rules allow them to.
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't want to
give up throw this away.
But also, got to think safety first. So let's
Absolutely,
not play.
and it's in the bottom line, it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
Are we done?
Okay, and I do see Ainarle coming back.
So, yeah, we're done. Referees have just handed in their wristbands and have skated off the track. Is this the score? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the final score. Capital City 220, Cherry Bomb 131. This game is over, and Capital City does take the victory.
Yeah, strong play by both sides. They've all got to be proud for how they performed this weekend.
Yeah, we do have to kind of stay on track with the time. Teams were getting decimated by the injuries. We only had a few minutes left, about just under 4 minutes left to play. Outcome not really in doubt with a 91-point lead.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Capital City. They are going to take the number 7 spot. And also congratulations to the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. They finish in the number 8 spot. So both of them, Capital City holds their seed, and Cherry Bomb improves their seed. Congratulations to both teams. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to have a skate around. Doesn't really matter. We're going to go to commercial and then break to the next game. It's been a pleasure working with you, Sacra Blue.
And you as well. Thank you.
And until the next time, we wish you peace, love, and roller derby.
Take care. Thank you.